Hello, everybody. We're welcoming back Ross Benjamin, NCAA basketball underdog value ticket. And Ross, once again, my hat's off to you. We split last night. Your game split, but you're 12-5-1, and that's very respectful. And you and I had a little gentleman's bet head-to-head last night, and guess what? You nailed it. Texas just took it to Baylor and whooped that ass by 8 points. So congratulations to you, and I appreciate your hard work. Georgetown is playing a big ball game tonight. You're looking at two teams that really, I think, are underachieving. As a matter of fact, Butler was picked to finish third, and Georgetown was picked to finish second. They are both just kind of, right now floundering. You like Georgetown plus the points, and there's something inside tells me you might also like an outright win, Ross.
Well, let's take the points as an additional bonus, as always. Again, to reiterate my previous comments on some of our videos we did prior to this one. I don't take underdogs unless I think they have a realistic chance of winning the game. Realistic being the key term there. So let's move on from that. We got a Butler team that's gone 3-6 in their last 9 games, Mike. Their only 3 wins during that time frame have come over DePaul on 2 occasions and St. John's. Those 3 teams have gone or 2 teams, excuse me, have gone a combined 1-17 in Big East action this year. So I'm not enthralled with the way Butler's playing right now. Now, we've discussed Georgetown on a couple occasions. And one thing I believe that you'll remember that I've said on a couple of occasions as well is the most consistent part of Georgetown's game is their inconsistency. And just when you want to kick them when they're down, they come up with a stellar effort like they did a couple of weeks back when they knocked off number 6 Xavier on the road by 9 as a 9.5-point underdog. I got a sneaky feeling here they'll be ready to play against a team right now that's struggling in Butler, and I'm going to take the Georgetown Hoyas here plus the 5.5 over the Butler Bulldogs.
I like that play. I like that play a lot. I'm actually going to do a money line pick on it. And one thing that's interesting, Ross, and there's the coaching situation for both of these schools. All right, Butler, they just have not been able to replace Brad Stevens, and obviously he was a diamond in the rough, a very good coach. Obviously moved on to the Celtics, but Georgetown, I'm wondering if it's time for a coaching change. And John Thompson, the third, second, the fourth, I don't know which one he is, but I just think they need some new blood in there. That team, and you nailed it, and I love it when you say it, the only consistent thing is their inconsistency. And that pattern, has taken place now throughout the years, on and off, last 4 or 5 years. And they absolutely are underachieving, but they do have that spark out of nowhere like they did to Xavier, and I see that tonight. I think Georgetown can go in and handle this Butler team, as you touched on, has definitely been struggling. So plus 5.5, Georgetown might not even need it. So we'll take a look. And again, Ross, that's why they play the game. Second one is Kent State at Central Michigan. Now, plus 5.5. Last year, Kent State won this battle by, I believe it was 10 points. They're 9-1 in their last 10 straight up, Kent State is. What is it about that squad, or what is it about Central Michigan that likes you favoring Kent State with the points tonight, Ross?
Well, this is a Kent State team that's been very good on the road of late. I mean, they are coming off a loss at Ohio, but that broke a personal 6-game road winning streak for the Golden Flashes. This is also a team that's played a very tough non-conference schedule. They come in with a 15-6 record, and I believe the difference in this contest, Mike, will be on the boards. Kent State plus 4 rebound per game differential on the season, even better than that over their last 5 games. They're plus 7 in that department. And then you look at Central Michigan over their last 5 games, minus 4 rebound per game differential. Kent State's going to get plenty of second chance opportunities. And when you're getting 5.5 points like we are in this situation, that adds some value, especially when you have a team that's performed as well as Kent State has on the road this season. I like the rebounding advantage. I like the strength of schedule advantage with Kent State. And I think that the Golden Flashes, if they don't win this game outright, this will go right down to the wire. I'm going to take Kent State plus the 5.5 over Central Michigan this evening.
Yeah, I like the stats you put out with the rebounds, and especially the last 5. Their margin is +7. They're definitely getting stronger under the boards. And let's not forget, Kent State is 5-2 against the spread on the road, so this team knows how to go on the road. My only caution flag, and it's not a big one, is these teams play a lot of the same teams. And Miami of Ohio, when Central Michigan played them, all right, they kind of beat them outright, and Kent State struggled with them, and I'm just wondering, I know that doesn't mean it's a total different team, and every team plays each other, and like you said, some are matched up differently, but the fact that some of these schools were blowouts, okay, by Central Michigan, Kent State seemed to struggle. All right, does that play into your decision at all, or have you looked at that, or is that just not that big of a deal to you, Ross, with all due respect?
No, I mean, I think that's a pretty credent observation. I mean, you always have to look at common opponents, and then you have to look at the common opponents and how recently they played each other. Having said that, I just think that, this is a Kent State team that's going to be primed. They're playing good defensively right now, holding opponents to under 40% in their last 5 games. Central Michigan is a veteran team. They're very strong on their home court. It's not going to be easy. It never is. But the bottom line is if you try to figure out the MAC, the Mid-American Conference, that is, and the head-to-head matchups and all that, that's the one conference, even in college football, Mike, that you need a psychiatrist when you start going through all those things because it'll drive you crazy. So having said that, I like your point. I think it's a valid one. But I'm not willing to say that that's something that I took real heavily in this contest.
Okay, well, I can appreciate that and respect it. And, your results are speaking volumes right now. So, viewers, you heard it. Georgetown +5.5, Kent State +5.5. 2 college basketball teams, underdog value. Ross, thanks so much for being with us. We look forward to breaking them down with you again tomorrow. And do what you're doing best right now. Beat the book and beat them hard, my friend.
Thanks, Mike.